Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here on time. I'm not late, actually. So this is great. Hello, Tamas.
Hi, hello.
How are you?
Fine, you?
Good. Hello, Marcus.
Hello.
Okay. So we are waiting for one more judge to join us, and also the first startup of the day. Just give me 1 second.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, hi.
Hello. It's the Medtech stage, and I lost my voice. Not sure what happened here. Okay, we're joined by the first startup. I will introduce you later on. This is to the judges. And Eva, feel free to share your screen right now. I will also do that with the clock.
Hey everyone, I'm trying to share my screen. And please tell me when we are ready.
All right. Okay, you can start now. The stage is yours.
Perfect. So welcome everyone. Before we start, I wanted you to recall the worst hangover you ever had. The feeling when you couldn't wake up in the morning, when everything made you annoyed, when you wanted to stay in the bed, when all of your muscle pain. And then I wanted you to imagine that this is your everyday life, because this is how people with hypothyroid, thyroid underregulated situation feels like. So, welcome to Hashimoto world, the world of 300 million people diagnosed globally. And when I say people, I mean mostly women. 1 out of 8 women globally has a thyroid disorder. Those women want to retrieve their old life, the life without 45 different problems as symptoms, without lack of energy, constant tiredness, sleeping problem, or gaining weight. I know this problem on my own. I have been there, experienced it in my long journey back to get my old life back. That's why I decided to found Hashiona. Hashiona is a mobile app that improves the day-to-day quality of life for Hashimoto patients and helps them to get into their golden grail, a remission. So this is how our platform looks like. And if you ask me, so how we are solve all of this problem in a simple app? So we educate our users how to track their symptoms. We help them with a diet, sport activities, or even a stress reduction. We remind them about the next doctor appointment or taking a pill. We send them customized health advice. And finally, we connect them with a world-class clinician. MDs, endocrinologists, psychologists, and dietitians. Our business model is very simple. The app will be free, and we charge a simple 10% commission from matching doctors with users. In the future, we want to develop subscription-based platform where the users will get all of the holistic take care for one simple fee. Our founders team includes 2 people. It's a Conrad, Android expert with 12 years of experience from companies like Samsung, RBS, or Roche, and myself, an engineer that was trained to be a business person. Recently, I worked at WeWork when I was responsible for launching a company operation in a new markets like Western Australia or Poland. We also have a support from our team and fantastic mentors, Uldis, the ex-founder of Infogram that was acquired by Prezi, so fantastic Silicon Valley exit track, and Anna, who is Chicago Boston Consulting Group partner in the health department. We are also supported by a Stanford Rebuild and Reactor X. In terms of traction, we started in April this year with a reactor. So far, we succeed to complete our customer development and close our MVP. And we plan the global launch on the Android platform in September this year. And now we are ready as well to move into the next stage. We're looking for strategic partner and seed investors that can help us to move the product forward. Thank you so much. My name is Eva. I'm a founder of Hashiona.
Thank you very much, Eva. So now we can move to the questions. It's a Q&A time. So Lutz, I can see that you're waving, so you can go first. If you're ready to ask.
Actually, that's a sign for thank you. But I got a question. Who of the team has Hashimoto?
It's me.
You're diagnosed?
Yeah, I'm diagnosed for Hashimoto and hypothyroid since 6 years.
And how long did it take you to be diagnosed?
Well, so if I look in the past, I can find a track since I was sick already when I was 17 years old. That's for sure, and probably even earlier, perhaps 13 years old. So it takes a long time to diagnose. We are talking right now about the market of 300 million people diagnosed globally, but doctors say probably double of it is not diagnosed yet because are just simply not aware.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I would love to see that. What is the scalability? I mean, what are the plans for scale your product? So, of course, now it's focused on Hashimoto and let's say life advices, and of course, let's say Medicare part advices. But how do you see how to scale furtherly?
Thank you for the question, Thomas. Very valuable. So we plan the global launch of the app in English in September this year, and that will include two components, the self-tracking and the access to professional medical-based knowledge. Now, the telemedicine component obviously have to be regionalized, localized. So we plan to start this a little bit later, and then based on the data when we collect from the users, we will see where the users come from, and we're planning to do some tests. So basically, just like take for the phone and call 100 of those people and see what are their expectation, and after that, check which market we can basically to scale on, and do the same on the doctor side. That I think is the most reasonable at that point. But obviously, the US is the biggest market for us. 20 million of the users. And what's actually very important as well, that levothyroxine is the second most prescribed drug in the US right now, and in Europe is in top 5. The market is definitely growing.
Thank you for your answers. And if I may have just a connected question. So yes, definitely the telemedicine part is, as far as I understood, it's really important part of your solution. But what would be the, let's say, what is the USP compared to general telemedicine platforms? So why should
Definitely.
I use yours?
So we want to build a community around hypothyroid and Hashimoto, and we want the people to use our data, use their own data by self-tracking to find something we call individual health pattern. So let's say, let me give you an example. If I eat 10 times gluten and the next day, each time after it, I had a headache, that means something, right? Maybe I should to reduce that from my diet, and things like that. There is many of dependencies in this disease. For example, like as well, most Hashimoto people are taking even up to 12 different pills with the supplements, and those pills you have to know when to take them because they are affect their own absorption.
Thank you.
So yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. Maybe one more question.
Yeah, I got a question. Do you anyhow support people to get diagnosed, and how?
To get diagnosed? No, so actually the app is only for people who already have been diagnosed.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Eva.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we ran out of time here, as you can see on the clock in front of you. So thank you very much for this, for your pitch. Eva,
thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
If you'd like to add something, you can write it in the comment section. And we will shortly be joined by the next startup. And just let me check who's next in the line. It will be Piotr from Healthly. So he'll join us very soon, and I'll prepare the clock for that occasion. Hello, Piotr.
Hello.
Are you sharing your screen
Yes.
with us? Okay.
Oh, that's it. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes, we can. Okay, so take it away. 3 minutes for you. Good luck.
Okay, thanks. So, Healthly, medical specialist in your pocket. My name is Piotr Kleta, Healthly co-founder. We are living in super modern world, yet there are many of patients struggling with accessing medical consultations. The reasons are many: distance, shame, scare, or time management. Many of this can be solved via teleconsultations, which patients are recently more and more aware. One of research said that 78% of medical problems can be solved via telemedicine solutions. Let's analyze a little bit current systems. All of nowadays solutions need as financial as technological entry barrier. There is also issue connected with no verification medical specialists, which creates unfair advantage and no guarantee of medical support quality. Just imagine telemedicine marketplace without any entry barrier, taking care as of medical specialists as for patients. So that's us. We verify market and validate establishments over 1.5 years. We create solutions fitted 100% into specialist needs, but having all complex features for patients' treatment. Besides functions which telemedicine solutions have, in Healthly there is possibility to issue online prescriptions, sick leave, or referral. There is also patients' files archive. All connections managed by our platform are fully safe, and data is stored on servers located on the European Union. Possibility of gaining new clients and guarantee of payment is value added for our specialists. On Healthy, there is opportunity to prove services only by verified specialists. We certainly pay attention to a verification case. We are creating also app which is targeted mainly for specialists. European telemedicine market value in 2020, before the pandemic, it's important, stands at over $11 billion. Yearly growth point at 14%. So in 2024, market value will reach up to 90 billions. That's it. We are one and only telemedicine enterprise on European market, which proves services in the cloud model based on success fee. We don't need to employ medical specialists. We give them tool to work. Our advantage is also R&D aspect we are working on. That's our financial model. We have really low break-even point because of still costs of only marketing and technical issues. On market competitors, there are nowadays 3 group of solutions like SaaS, which needs to have really big entry as technical as financial barrier, and the other competitors are IT software creators which produce white label systems, and the third group is virtual online medical facilities. That's healthy funders having complex knowledge and competences. That's our advisory board, and we also cooperate with some pre-accelerators, medical facilities, national Polish development fund, and that's all. Thanks.
Thank you, Piotr. I'm just letting you know that we are already in the Q&A session.
Yes, I know.
Left. So maybe Marcus, maybe you'd like to start asking questions, Piotr.
Okay, just 2 questions. So how do you select your specialists? Do they approach you, or how do they get into your platform?
Okay, so we mean verification by checking medical documents like number of in Polish it's called prawo do wykonywania zawodu. In English it's something like number of job agreements, something like that. We also gives opportunity as for registration from patient from specialist side, as from gaining from our side. So it's free for specialists. It's only important him to have all these documents which prove guarantee of high quality of medical support.
Okay, thanks.
Just to press the next question, can you elaborate a little bit more on the competitor analysis, please? Because it wasn't clear that what is your unique value compared to other telehealth solutions?
Okay. So I think the most important unique value proposition we propose is the business model consists of success 15% of every consultations. By this value, it's advantage as for medical specialists as for patients, because medical specialists don't pay when he do not manage consultations, and patients do not pay when he don't give medical support. Nowadays on the market are three groups. First, SaaS solutions. These solutions needs to get subscriptions fee monthly, and this financial entry barrier. And the second group is connected with white label systems which produce telemedicine softwares, and these softwares are really need to cost a lot. And the third group is medical facilities, and medical specialists need to employ in this facility to prove telemedicine solutions by this case. So we are one and only solution which is based on success fee, and that's our advantage.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any reimbursement models in place with health insurances?
So nowadays we are targeting mainly into private sector because we are funded in Poland, and it's really difficult to connect with national fund of healthcare. But we know that, for example, in Sweden there is a solution named Dr. Datse, and it's connected with national fund of healthcare, and it works. So when it will be possibility, we also want to connect our solution with national healthcare, but nowadays we are targeting mainly into private sector.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We've run out of time, so thanks a lot for your pitch, Piotr. And if you'd like
Thank
to
you,
add
guys.
something, feel free to add it in the comments section, to share your website or whatever you'd like.
Okay. Thank you. Feeling really
Sure.
grateful. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Shortly, we'll be joined by the next startup, MysteryVibe. Probably already loading. Okay. Hello. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Super. Yes. Are you sharing your screen?
Let me see. Can you see my screen now?
Yes. Yes, we can. Okay. So I'm starting the clock and the stage is yours. Take it away.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for having me. We're MysteryVibe. We're in UK. We have been going for 6 years. Our objective is to build the WebMD of sexual health. So sexual health is very fragmented. Lots of people are doing amazing things, but it's all siloed. So for example, if you're working on fertility, that's all you do. If you're working on menopause, that's all you do. If you're working on ED, erectile dysfunction, it's all very, very diverse and sparse. Whereas people have various sexual health issues over time, and the same person will have different issues. So what we have built is something that brings all of it together. So we talk equally about period pain as about menopause. We make devices, medical devices, FDA class 2 devices, which are recommended and sold by doctors in US and UK. And we write content with experts, and then we educate people. So the way we think of it as sexual health is well-being, first and foremost. That's the biggest part of sexual health. Then the medical piece, which is the second biggest part of sexual health. Then creating a community where people can read, understand, share, because the conversation starting is almost always more important than the solution, because you won't even get to the solution if you're not willing to have the conversation with yourself or with your partner. And then ultimately, the commercial side of it is attracting a lot of people to our site, and then either they, if relevant, buy our devices, and if not, they get signposted to somewhere else, and we get a commission and affiliate income. So we've sold around 35,000 units in the last 3 years, all organically. Most of our money, so we raised just under £5 million in our angel round, from doctors, from technologists, just various angel investors, anywhere between 50 to 500K. And what that has allowed us to do is develop 3 devices, get 2 of them medically certified, and sell our products organically. The margins are very simple. It costs us just under $35 to make a product, and we sell for $150. And we sell half of it direct to consumer from our website and half of it through retailers like doctors, clinics, or shops. What we are doing now is we had quite a exponential demand during lockdown as more people needed sexual health being stuck. So we're doing a bridge round before we do a Series A, which will be later this year. And the bridge round is at the same valuation as 2018, which was 12.7 million pre-money. And later this year, our Series A will be at 30. And we're raising 500K for building more stock because we have sold more than we estimated. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just in time. So now it's time for the questions. Who'd like to start?
This is Lutz speaking. So great product, great stuff. I'm just puzzled about your numbers. You raised 4.5 million on a valuation. Now you're raising 500K. I don't get it. It doesn't work for me. So please explore a little bit like why you have 70 angels. Was it crowdfunding or whatever? And
Yep.
yeah, I'm quite puzzled why
Correct.
you just have 500 million.
So we raised angel money in milestone driven. So say our first round was 200K, and they said, can you get it to a prototype? And then the next round was at different valuation, like the 200K was at 2 million valuation, and it grew over the 6 years. And then the last round, which is the 2018 round, was at 12.7, and we were raising 2 million at 12.7, of which 500K is left.
Thank you.
Just a really quick question, because you develop the marketplace and of course you try to build a community, which is absolutely a great way ahead. It doesn't, maybe I was wrong, but it didn't came out that how is your product development looks like. I mean, what type of products already developed, what has been planned, so how does it look like from the development map point of view?
Correct. So that's two separate things. The product, I would say, is much more on our reseller business. So we work with doctors and they sell our products. So it is almost like a separate thing. And then the website, of course, you can buy our products, but majority of our traffic, I would say 90% of our traffic, is people searching for sexual health queries. And that could be, I have vaginismus and I have pain, or I have pain during penetration, or I had prostate cancer, I want to recover and get back into sex life. Like people are asking a lot of questions that they'll land on our site, and then we signpost them. If it's relevant, like prostate cancer, yes, we have a device for ED, and that's relevant, then we would recommend it. And if it's not relevant, we would signpost them to somewhere else, and they will find the information, and we get a commission. Yeah. So in our product roadmap, we build. So the three products, the Crescendo device is very much designed to mimic the human hand. So it is used for postnatal care, such as vaginal scar tissue repair. The Tenuto device, which you see here, is designed for perineal and penis stimulation for blood flow generation and holding the direction. So they're all very specific devices designed for a purpose, and we only make like one significant device every 2 years. And the next device we're working on is for vaginismus, which I mentioned, which typically uses dilators, but we are designing a much more user-friendly, and that's our view of devices. It has to be significant, it has to be user-friendly, not like stainless steel clinical things that people don't like, and it has to have a proper trial research. So like Tenuto took us over 3.5 years to design, even though we planned it for 2. So our devices are much slower, it takes longer, but when it does hit the market, it's already endorsed by doctors because we wouldn't release it before.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Any other questions? We still have 40
Yes.
seconds.
So the as you mentioned, the design and the development is done here in Europe. And what about the
in our labs?
Yeah, okay.
Production's done in a FDA registered factory in Shenzhen. So we actually built our, I would say, the initial few hundred units all by ourselves in our lab. We have all the capacity, but we don't have capacity to build 10,000. So then we replicate everything we do in Shenzhen in a FDA registered factory. Yeah.
So the mechanical design and the electronic design is done in the UK.
Yeah, everything we do in house in our lab. Yeah, we have our mech eng, elec eng, everything So we are fully, and we also license our technology to other companies which don't compete with us, like back pain. We license to a back pain company for making back pain devices.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much. We ran out of
Thank
time.
you very much.
So if you'd like to add something about the MysteryVibe, you can still do it in the comment section here. So thanks a lot for being here with us today. Actually, I was speaking here with my team backstage, and we were waiting to hear from the from Cardio AI and Plan Piri, but unfortunately something is wrong, and we cannot connect them here. But I prepared for you a list. I mean, not a list, but other stages that you can join later to see Medtech startups pitching. So one of them will be #4Navy, which is also by EIT Health, like this one here, and #3Pink as well. It's happening right now, actually. So if anyone would like to join it after we're done here, then please, if that's what's interesting for you, meaning the medtechs. So right now, what we can do is that we can introduce our judges that we have here. So first of all, Tamas Bekasi from EIT Health. Actually, if you can tell us a bit about yourself, also about EIT Health, we'd be very happy to hear more. And in the meantime, I'll try to share something on the screen that's 9 o'clock, and so that it can work as a better background. So please tell us a bit more about the prize, maybe as well.
Okay, so hi everyone, it's Tamas Bekasi. As Rosie mentioned, I'm working for EIT Health, and I'm responsible for the accelerator portfolio in Central, Eastern, and Southern Europe. So we, I mean, it's called RIS region in our vocabulary. That's meaning that in Central, Eastern, and Southern Europe, of course, we have regions who has moderate performance in innovation. So this is my portfolio from country-wise, and from this perspective, of course, I'm working mostly with startups. Actually, Cardio Echo AI is one of our program participants, so I'm disappointed that they are not coming, but hopefully they can join us later on. Regarding EIT Health, so we are the European Institute of Innovation and Technology. We are under the European Commission, and I'm not sure how you're familiar with us, but we are a non-profit organization, European agency, whose only mission is to support innovators and entrepreneurs all over Europe. So within EIT Health, we are EIT Health InnoStars. Our HQ is located in Budapest, in Hungary, and we are taking care of 14 countries within Central, Eastern, and Southern Europe. We have 3 different, let's say, area of activities. These are the innovation, acceleration, and education. And of course, how I just mentioned to you, I'm responsible for the accelerator portfolio, so definitely belonging to the acceleration pillar. This year, we have 19 different programs for startups, which is a lot. Sometimes it's pretty hard to articulate the differences, but the good news is that we can offer opportunities for each and every maturity level, and I can say needs as well. So we didn't meet so far a need coming from a startup which cannot be covered by one of our programs. So this is a really wide portfolio coming from ideation to the scale ups and scale outs. Of course, we are consistent. I mean, programs are offering opportunities for validation phase startups as well. And so far we have really good feedbacks and experience from the recent years. And of course, we are keen to improve our portfolio further on. That's it from my side. Thank you, Rosie.
Thank you very much, Tamas. Yeah, so as I mentioned, there's also a #4Navy powered by EIT Health. So make sure to check that one, that stage as well. So right now, let's move to our next judge. Lutz, would you like to tell us a bit more about yourself? And I'll also try to share something here.
Yeah, sure. Just briefly, I'm an consultant, and my focus is innovation and change in the healthcare industry. So I work for a couple of big brands, pharma and medtech companies. I'm also coaching executives and entrepreneurs in different programs or different corporates. Clear focus on healthcare. And last but not least, I'm part of an angel investor network called Angels for Health. medtech.com, which is most probably based in the DACH region, so Germany, Austria, Switzerland. And we are always looking for innovative solutions in that space. And happy to be here and happy for your invitation.
Yeah, it's actually the first time here, so good to have you around. And Marcus, now it's your turn. So I'm not sure because it's a part of a Navispace corporation, right? So
Yeah, I will explain it a little bit more in detail. So first of all, yeah, happy to be here. So it's not my first time, and EBV Electronic, we are a semiconductor distributor. We are part of a American corporation called Avnet, and here in Europe we are 5 different companies under the umbrella of Avnet. EBV Electronic is in the market since 50 years. We are selling semiconductors, and I'm in charge of the healthcare and personal device segment. Our connection with Navispace is that we are a gold sponsor of the IoT Innovation World Cup. And we have also our special prize called the EBV IoT Hero. So with Navispace, we work together since a couple of years. Here we support startup companies so they can register for the IoT Innovation World Cup. They can apply for the EBV IoT Hero. We have a selection then for the finalists, and we support them with our excellent field application team, our account managers who can help them to move from let's say, an idea over the design phase, from a prototype to, let's say, an industrialized product. So different offerings on our website, so www.ebv.com. You find me on LinkedIn, so if you want to connect with myself, Marcus Vogt, you can find me on LinkedIn. And thanks again for being here, Judge. It's always very interesting to hear and listen to the several startups, and congratulations to the great organization at Wolf Summit. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Marcus, and thanks for being here with us again. I think that you joined us in March. It was the first edition that we moved online,
yep.
And
yep.
Yeah, right now we know it inside out, so to say. It's easier for us to get used to it, but we had to pivot in like a week to online from our event in Warsaw that was originally going to happen there. We'll see what will come in October. Hopefully we'll be able to meet, but in person. So maybe I'll stop sharing my screen. Actually, you were talking about LinkedIn, sure, like that you can find, for example, we can search for Marcus, but I wanted to let you know that here inside Hopin, when you go to the People tab, you can actually find a person that you're looking for. For example, type the name of the startup, and then click and request a video call or write a message to them. So that's also possible to do it inside Hopin here, inside the platform. So just for your information. So once again, if you'd like to join the #3 pink stage for more medtechs and #4Navy, feel free to do so. So once again, thank you very much for being here on the #3 blue stage, powered by EIT Health, and I'll see you around the conference. So see you soon.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.